Dive right into it, shall we? Number 10. Beijing, China. Beijing comes to the most inexpensive city on this list, and you might get surprised by the cost of living there. There has been a recent spike in population in the city, and that meant that the prices of living would be going up, and up. All of those people seeking jobs or a better life made it possible for the people in rural areas to find employment. But we're not here to talk about the poverty-stricken parts of Beijing. We're going to be talking about the parts of the country that are booming, where enterprises are only going up, and a place where people make a ton of money. Having the basics met in Beijing means you'd need to have $636 for living expense and $1,137 for rent. That means you will need to have a job paying around $2,000 just to break even. A restaurant meal costs $5, a liter of milk is $2, a dozen of eggs is $2.1, a pair of jeans will run you $73, a local beer will be $1.85, and a meal for two will be approximately $31. Not too good when you consider that the average monthly salary is $1,441. Number 9. Geneva, Switzerland. This is one of the most expensive cities to live in. Even though it's a small town, the cost of living in Switzerland goes through the roof. For example, a single person would need to smash that like button if you haven't done so already. No, you would actually need about $1,646 for a basic lifestyle, $2,140 per month for a one-bedroom apartment. Now, the prices go to astronomical heights when you look at the average costs of a family. For example, your family's monthly expenses would be $6,000 for a basic lifestyle, $3,800 for a three-bedroom apartment in the center of Geneva. This is one of the reasons many people live in France, right next to the border of Geneva. The rent is much cheaper, while the monthly pay will be about the same at $6,752. Number 8. Bern, Switzerland. We told you Switzerland was expensive. Here's another town that made it on this list. If you're an individual living in Bern, you'll need $1,575 for a basic lifestyle, $1,350 for a one-bedroom apartment. Now, you might have everything you need, but you're not going to be balling out by any means of the word. This will be your average Joe lifestyle. Now, let's look at the cost of living for a family. $5,740 would be spent on a basic lifestyle, and then another $2,700 for renting a three-bedroom apartment in the center of the city, and all that on a monthly wage of $6,100. That's what you call making ends meet. Number 7. Shanghai, China. We've already talked about China's capital city, Beijing. Now let's look at Shanghai and see what it has to offer to young people with a drive and desire to make it in the world. First of all, the average salary in Shanghai is $1,600 per month. But don't just look at the money, you also have to look at the cost of living. For a single guy in Shanghai, you would need $700 for a basic lifestyle, and on top of that, $1,200 for a one-bedroom apartment in the center. And you're coming out with $300 short at the end of each month. And don't even get started on the price of a family living in Shanghai. That's $2,900 for a three-bedroom apartment and another $2,600 for just basic stuff. Number 6. New York City, United States. NYC is one of the coolest cities in the world to visit, but don't even think about settling in to live anywhere near the center if you don't have a job generating $5,000 per month. This is because a single person would need $1,350 per month for just securing a basic lifestyle, and then they would have to pay $3,300. How do you like them apples? For a family, the price of a three-bedroom apartment is about $7,000 per month, and another $5,000 for an apartment. And all of that is an average salary of $6,000. Yeah, no thank you. Number 5. Singapore. Singapore is a small city island state that has one of the highest costs of living in the entire world. And here are some numbers that give you a little preview of what you got going on there. Again, for a single person, you would need about $980 plus another $2,150 for an apartment. Get 2 more roommates and Singapore is pretty damn good. And when you realize that your monthly average income would be about $3,700. Now, when we're talking about a family, the average 3-bedroom apartment will run you $4,000 in the center of the city, and another $3,500 for a basic lifestyle, which you can almost pull off if you and your spouse are getting both paid an average monthly income. Almost. Number 4, Zurich, Switzerland. This is your cue, folks. Switzerland is damn expensive. One of the 10 most expensive cities in the world, 3 of them are actually in Switzerland. And that's because this is the European country that has the largest security with the best salaries. A single person would need $1,700 for a basic lifestyle and another $2,200 for renting a 1-bedroom apartment in the center. All of that on top of an average monthly pay of $7,400, and now if you're looking to start a family, then the price of a 3-bedroom apartment would be $4,300 plus another $6,200 to give you a basic lifestyle. Number 3, Tokyo, Japan. This is where we get to some of the most expensive cities in the entire world. And if you're not making a killing at your job, don't expect to survive for a second in any of these cities. Tokyo is one of the financial and tech capitals of Asia, and this means the cost of living is as high as its skyscrapers. So a single woman living in the capital of Japan would need $1,200 for a basic lifestyle and then another $1,300 for a simple 1-bedroom apartment in the center of Tokyo. That being said, the average monthly salary is pretty good, standing at $3,200. For a family, this would have to cover the rent for about a 3-bedroom apartment in the heart of Tokyo, and then you would have to add another $4,300 for just a basic lifestyle, and that means you would be short $1,100. Number 2, ASHGABAT, Turkmenistan. This city surprised us a little bit, and we didn't really expect to see it on this list at all, let alone right at the top. But as it turns out, this is one of the most expensive cities to live in. The education would cost about $30,000 in New York City, and Ashgabat, it would cost a whopping $35,400. The basket of food that would cost about $1,000 in New York City would be equivalent to $1,210 here. But you know what's good about this city? The cost of rent. The apartment would cost you $5,000 in New York City, but here it'd only be $1,200. All of that being said, the average income in the city would be about $1,500, so it would be pretty difficult to make it work. Number 1, Hong Kong, SAR. Finally, we came to the city with the highest cost of living. Hong Kong has an average monthly wage of $3,000, and the cost of living is pretty damn expensive. I mean, the only thing that's killing the salary in Hong Kong is the extremely expensive real estate. You have a 1-bedroom apartment that would cost you $2,300, which would leave you only $700 to spend on bills, groceries, clothing, and pretty much nothing left for a nightlife. But what about a 3-bedroom apartment? Well, that would run you somewhere around $4,500, which leaves you with $1,500 to spend on all the other basic needs, like utility bills and children's college fund. And after that, you'd be lucky if you'd have anything left over for a bag of rice. On a related note, we wanted to know if you'd ever live in any of these cities, and you could tell us in the comment section below. If you'd like more videos like these,
like, share, subscribe, and get notification.